Ladies and gentlemen, we're back with another video. Tier 3. Tier 3 bollocks. Tier Elite. Round 3. As you can see then, we are on our final lap in qualifying. Currently sitting in P8. Not a convincing qualifying session from us. Spa's always been one of those tracks for me where it either goes great or it goes horribly wrong. And yeah, this session certainly went the way of the latter comment. We just really struggled to hook up a decent lap around here in the practice sessions. Prior to this qualifying session, we were certainly putting in 41 deads, 41 ones, even dipping into the 40s, but we just couldn't hook the lap up in qualifying. But we are a tenth of a second up here. But what can we do as we come towards the end of Sector 2? We're keeping the minimum speed up. We're still a tenth clear through this right-hander, and yeah, a big kick of oversteer and drift wide. With our qualifying fate literally sealed by that mistake, let's take a quick look at the drivers' standings then after round 2. We do have a 21-point lead at the top. Not getting overly excited by that, but yeah, there are some exceptionally quick drivers in this lobby today. Zinity, Callum, Marcy, PSR Placky, Grimes is back racing, and I believe Radius is in here as well. So yeah, this one's going to be a spicy race for sure.
Well, you got 5
Here we
seconds,
go then,
so.
starting in P11, we lost a further 3 positions on that final run. We're going to start on the medium compound tyre and look to try and work our way through the grid.
And it's lights out and away we go!
It's Hungary Part 2 all over again. We had to do a lobby restart, and this time we're starting on the softs.
And it's lights out and away we go!
So we do get a decent start on the traction, looking to make a move up the inside of Fian. As Levy Martins gets in a bit of an altercation at turn 1, and we get a huge snap of oversteer, losing positions left, right and centre. KJ goes through, Spider goes through as well, putting us down to P14.
A fucking terrible
the
start.
Worst start we could have imagined having, with even more to do now as we go up the Kemmel Straight. I'm not one to make a move early on into the chicane, but as I'm thinking about being conservative, I see Cot go off, Levy Martins with contact with KJ, Spider's moved over, we've snuck through into P11. We're taking that position all day, every day. 1 place off the points now behind KJ. It's crucial while we're on these soft compound tyres that we're going to make up as many positions as possible. As KJ runs very wide through Pouon, we're going to be able to close that gap within 0.3 of a second as we get to the Fagnes chicanes. And it looks like there's a bit of contact ahead between Bourbon Boy and somebody else. I'm not quite sure who it is, but KJ goes quite wide. We make a bit of contact and KJ's round. That wasn't
KJ,
what we wanted. So we're going to skip ahead to lap 2 as we've just gone down the Kemmel Straight. We're sat behind Fian with Bourbon Boy ahead. We are in P10 as Bourbon Boy and Fian taking the wide line. As we head into No Name, we're going to close the gap to Fian as much as possible. The gap's sitting just under 0.2 of a second. Fian again running wide. We're going to deploy ERS as we get into that slipstream of Fian. We're going to pop it up the inside into Fagnes chicane. Move done up to P9. Bourbon Boy up next. And if you remember from Hungary, this is the chap who we had the incident with on the penultimate lap. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. We're going to deploy ERS, utilise the slipstream, get ahead of Bourbon, it's crucial we optimise these soft compound tyres. Onto lap 3 then, Orgasnik, quite slow off the exit, and we're going to pop it down the inside again. This is a popular overtaking place really for us in this race. We climb up to P7. Next up is ads, and on lap 4, DRS enabled, we are going to attempt the move on ads. So up Eau Rouge and Radion then, deploying a bit of ERS just to carry the overspeed. DRS open, we get the move done, we're up into P6. However, the next lap, role reversal. I think the soft tyres at this point had given up, had enough. You're going to see me select box this lap. However, we did stay in the DRS detection of ads at the end of lap 5, so we decided to stick out another lap. And yeah, into the pits we go then. P7 in the race, we are giving up. We're going to go onto a set of medium compound tyres. My initial thought at this stage was a medium stint to the end, not knowing what was about to unfold. But yeah, having freshest tyres on the grid is going to be absolutely huge for us, and we should be able to make a bit of progress through the pack. So at the start of our second lap on these medium tyres, as we notice Remon, our teammate for the race, having a bit of a spinala. He's Nehud, Remon, Nehud. We are catching up to Wonderboy, who is on 8 lap old softs. He's really dragging these tyres out. And we're going to wait to make the perfect overtake on Wonderboy. Make sure we get into the DRS, which we are. We're going to stick behind him on the run up to Eau Rouge and Radion. So we do get the DRS detection. And then we've got 5 seconds worth of clean air of track ahead of us. Next target will essentially be Alfie Johnson, who's is on used medium compound tyres. And there we go. P11 done. Skip forward to lap 10. The gap to Alfie, 1.3 seconds. And yeah, another safety car. So that's really ruined my medium strat. But if I'd not boxed, yeah, we would have lost so many positions. So essentially, yeah, rather than having track position with 3 or 4 lap old medium tyres, it's beneficial to put a new set of rubber on. And curiously enough, Alfie, Viper are on the hard compound tyres. They're going to take these to the end. So similar scenario to what we had at the start of the race when we were on the soft compound tyres. We need to make this stickier compound work for us quite early on in this stint. Now, we do have ads behind us, and ads got an amazing run up Eau Rouge and Radion. We're in the slipstream of Alfie. We do get this move done, and we do protect the position from ads as well, who's going to be a thorn in our side throughout this entire race. Viper running a little slowly on the exit, so once again we're going to lock up the inside, and that is going to be P8 on track for us. In the points, great scenario compared to where we started and what happened on lap 1, but we've got bigger fish to fry. We've got Marcy ahead of us. Hard compound tyres probably not up to temperature, and we're going to do what we did to Fian earlier on this race. We're going to run side by side for the Fanya chicane. Marcy's still there, so we've got to be careful and leave him enough space, but we're going to get the move done as we end sector 2 and start sector 3. Yeah, up to P7 then, as Bourbon Boy and Caesar have a bit of contact after the Kemmel straight, promoting us up into P6. And yeah, it was just crucial for us really, just to make sure we got DRS as and when we needed it. So yeah, we're going to stick behind Caesar, let him drag us along a little bit for the rest of this lap. And then we're going to go hunting on Callum, who's ultimately going to be one of my main championship rivals at the end of this season. It's at P3 in the championship at the moment. And as things stand, he is going to be gaining on us if the race finishes as it is. So it's crucial we try and get past Caesar on the Kemmel Straight. So we're going to deploy some ERS, make sure we get a good run on Caesar as we go up Eau Rouge and Radion. Being very mindful, we've got ads behind us who nearly overtook us on the start of this restart of the safety car. Caesar's light was flashing, so the move for P5 was fairly simple. The gap to Callum, 1.4 seconds. Hopefully we can make an indent in that throughout lap 15. So as we're coming to the end of lap 15, we have managed to drag ourselves into the detection zone of Grimes. So Callum looks like he's made a move on Grimes somewhere through sector 2. But we are firmly in this battle now for a podium. That's something I never thought would happen this race. Spa's never been a fantastic circuit. But back to the racing. Grimes gets a decent exit off the corner. He's not close enough to Callum to potentially go for a move. The ideal scenario for me would be for these guys to start fighting, but we can see Grimes' ERS light flashing away in the distance. And yeah, even with DRS and Grimes' low ERS, he was still able just to pull away from us. Now, I think we were running a slightly high downforce. Downforce setup, sorry, on this race. But still,
got wing damage again.
We're looking strong. This stint particularly, you know, Grimes is for the taking. Callum potentially as well. Although we know later on in the stint the hard compound tyre will come back to Callum's aid. But for now, it is crucial we stay in close contention with Grimes. We definitely got more ERS than him. 37% in the kitty. As we're going through sector 3, Spider's retired, and yeah, another safety car. What is it with safety cars in Tier Elite? Always late on. So tons of activity in the pit lane. We're going to go onto a fresh set of soft boys for the final 5 laps. Here we go then.
Going on the exit, the last chicane.
Safety car restart. Both the Ferrari drivers in 4th and 1st position have old medium compound tyres on. So we should be able to get back into P5 at the very least. We were very slow off the final chicane. Drivers managing to get a good jump on us.
So laggy.
Callum having a bit of contact with Levy Martins, as you can hear through the Discord call. He's not very happy. Grimes has made his way past Callum up into P4. And once again, a little bit of burning this time to defend from ads behind, who is still there. He's just not disappeared this entire race. We're going to set up a bit of a switchback on Levy Martins here. As he runs quite wide, we're going to deploy a bit of ERS, and for the 3rd time this race, down the inside.
Oh, the tyres are not looking
back
good, Brad.
into P6, as we can see Golden Tornado and the Ferrari ahead on those old medium compound tyres. And Callum and Grimes have both made a move past Golden Tornado. We're going to have to make a move here through Pouon if we want to stick with them.
No! No!
Safety car number 4. Let's go. Final 2 lap sprint then. We are sat in P5. Now, this is either going to be a case of
Oh, okay,
deploy
bump
your
draft.
ERS
Calm
early
down, bro.
in the view to get track position, or do you wait? Do you be conservative? I've heard from Callum Radius, who is in P1 at the moment,
Oh,
has a
God, here
3-second
they
time
come.
penalty.
The floodgates.
So this could be a potential P4
Sorry, I'm
for
going
us
to have to
today,
mute you because you're making me laugh.
securing probably a massive amount of points in this championship, as we see Placky and Callum doing battle for P2 and P3. It's inviting Grimes into the equation. We're slightly back, around half a second off, but as they all carry on battling, we slip right into the battle, right behind Grimes. The gap 0.2 of a second, as Radius is now running away with this race. He's going to be looking, to try and stretch a 3-second gap on Placky, or potentially Callum, who's going to be in P2, as there's some more contact. It looks like there's a McLaren in the background who's had a moment through Pouon. But yeah, here we go. Run down to the bus stop chicane. What? I genuinely at this point did not know how this race was going to end. But yeah, my overall line thought was we just need as many points as possible if we want to stand any chance of being in this championship battle come the end of the season, as Ads behind us sets the fastest lap of the race. Now this filled me with a bit of confidence, because I was expecting Ads to potentially mount a challenge towards the end of the race, but setting that kind of lap, he's obviously gone through a big chunk of his ERS. We're still sitting above 70%, but as I say that, we start deploying some ERS, so we can be ready to pounce if anything comes up. Radius doesn't look like he's been able to pull away. Placky's been able to reel him in slowly, so no positions changed from lap 21. The top 6, even top 7 with Caesar involved, have relatively stayed the same, as we pick up a track warning there through No Name. It's crucial now we don't pick up any others. That was our second warning, as Levy Martins, the other Ferrari driver's retired. Collision through No Name puts Levy out of the session, and we now have a golden opportunity. As Grimes makes a crucial mistake, a big snap of oversteer for Grimes means we can pounce. ERS firmly deployed, both of us going side by side on the run up to Blanchimont. We saw Max Verstappen go round the outside through here, nothing occurring on this occasion, but me and Grimes are still at it. Grimes' ERS firmly depleted. We do get the move done into the bus stop chicane, but with a poor exit, is this going to invite Grimes onto the back of us as we cross the line?
Yes!
Honestly, you should be happy
Less
with this result,
than
in my opinion.
1/10 of a second ahead of Grimes.
Oh!
And we secured P3. Grazie ragazzi.
Fucking
Forza
let's go.
AlphaTauri.
Oh, Joe, I think that'll be P4. Radius's pen might get removed, but either way, I couldn't have wished for better than that. Fucking hell.